Previously on Persona 4 Arena.
Lunch.
Oh, I get it. You're jealous. You've turned green with envy because I'm all lovey-dovey with Miss President.
Something snaps inside me.
Konohana Sakuya.
And now, back to the tournament.
Hello! It's LOI Games, back with some more Persona 4 Arena. Where we last left off, we got kind of like, not really a bad ending, but we got an ending, I guess. So let's get to the to be continued ending, I guess. We've searched everywhere for the announcement room where that fake Teddy should be, but we still can't find it. I'm starting to get tired too, so I tell Miss President that we should take a break, and I try opening one of the nearby classroom doors. The monitor near the ceiling isn't on, and there's no one in here, and there's no one here either. Thank goodness. We should be able to rest for a bit here. I set the box lunch on the desk and sit down with Miss President. Whew. Now that I've finally taken a seat, I suddenly realize just how exhausted I am. Come to think of it, ever since I got into the TV world, it's been non-stop running, walking around, and fighting.
Still carrying that, huh?
Carrying that? What's she talking about?
Oh, you mean the lunchbox? Yeah. If you weren't gonna need it right away, you could have just left it with him back there.
The lunch with Teddy instead of carrying it around? Now that I think about it, I feel like I should have probably done that. But still, I'm hesitant to just leave it behind. Miss President's right in that we won't be needing it right away. And even besides that, the food inside is in no condition to give to anyone, but it's still filled with so many feelings. I didn't feel like I'd be able to explain all that to Miss President, so I tried to change the subject to deflect the attention away.
Say, Teddy seems to have taken a real liking to you, Miss President.
Yay, tell me he's trying to score with you now.
I think I understand why. You're really pretty after all.
I guess my attempt to change the subject was a little too obvious. Yeah. But I couldn't think of any other topics of conversation besides Teddy that both of us could definitely relate to. If I talk about Che, she'd be able to expand the conversation into a much more natural way. Miss President cocks her head and speaks up.
Can I ask you something? Am I good looking?
Of course you are. There's no question about it. I mean, look at your figure. That figure's awesome. Miss President always does something I'm not expecting in these situations. I must have the exact expression on my face as Miss President did a moment ago. Miss President seems embarrassed that I look at her with this expression. I guess I should answer her question though.
Yes, I think so. I bet you'd look great if you dressed up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, look! Wow. Way to go there, me. Even I think that sounded weird. I do honestly think Miss President is cute and good looking. She is. Maybe she's never thought about such things. She doesn't seem to be wearing any makeup on, and she's not wearing any accessories either. She's wearing her uniform and nothing else. Like she's a living example of school
Really?
regulations.
I'm not much of an expert since I usually just wear what I need for work.
But that's still good character.
But most people at school give their own little alterations to their uniforms and things like that.
But you just keep what you
Is that
have.
allowed? Don't the teachers get sore? I'm not sure. I guess they might complain if things got too out of hand.
Yeah, just a bit.
But I wear a cardigan over my uniform all the time, and I've never received a complaint. Let's see. I wonder what kind of look would work for you.
Maid. Put her in a maid costume. I look into the compact mirror I have with Miss President. Then again, it's small, so there isn't much I can see. I try putting on my I tried putting my cardigan up to Miss President's chest and changed her hairstyle a little bit with my hairband. Miss President's eyes brightened up. That was kind of cute. After Miss President shyly fixes her messed up hair and returns my cardigan and headband to me, she speaks up fondly.
Never knew I could look like that.
Oh, I wish I could see it.
See? Isn't it fun to give your uniform your own personal touch?
I understand how that feels. Seeing Miss President so happy makes me happy too. It seems like Miss President really didn't have any interest in her looks until now. That's a bit of a waste.
I don't give much thought to fashion, though. I think Chie would be better at telling which colors compliment you best.
I mean, like the white, black, and yellow does compliment you, but I hope that you go for like some red, because red really works for you.
Chie? Who's she? She's a great friend of mine. Chie is a natural at choosing colors and things that look great on people.
I bet she is. Red looks good on you, Yukiko. Yeah, red does look good on Yukiko too. Chie was the one who said that to me. She always looking after me, and sometimes I feel that she knows more about me than myself. When I go shopping with her, Chie always finds clothes for me that she's positive would look good on me. So I bet she'd be able to find clothes for Miss President in a flash.
Friend of yours? I want to meet her too.
You'll see her.
Sure. Once this is over, we can all go shopping together. I'm sure there are lots of outfits that would look good on you.
Lots.
Yeah. Let's do that. I'll hold you to it.
I feel a little closer to Miss President now. I don't have too many friends, but it still makes me happy when I make a new one. I'm sure Chie would be surprised too. She's always exaggerating. So I bet she'd say things like, I can't believe Yukiko asked to hang out with someone besides me. I put on my cardigan that Miss President returned to me. Just as I'm about to suggest that we get going, a mysterious yet familiar voice echoes within my head.
Senpai! Can anyone hear me?
Reset?
That voice. Risa-chan? She's making contact through her persona, so it must be.
It's different from the voice that was being broadcast over the PA system. This feeling is definitely Risei-chan's persona. Risei-chan's persona is a bit different from ours, in that it has special abilities that allow it to sense faraway presence and deliver people's voices to each other. I tell Miss President what's happening, and she seems amazed that my friend has contacted me. I then quickly turn my concentration back to the conversation with Lisa.
Yukiko-senpai! Thank goodness! Sorry, I was so relieved that I started tearing up. Are you alright, Yukiko-senpai?
Don't cry now, and I'm fine.
I'm fine. What about you? Are you okay? You were doing these weird broadcasts until a moment ago, but you're back to normal now, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
That wasn't me! A fake Teddy was saying those things in my voice!
Huh?
Ever since I got kidnapped, he was watching me. I didn't get any chances to use my persona. Yukiko-senpai, where are you right? Wait a sec. Are you with someone right now?
Yes. I see. Risei-chan doesn't know about Miss President. I quickly tell her about Miss President and what has happened.
Something's not right about her. I can't put my finger on it, but she's not normal.
Not normal? While I start thinking about what she could possibly mean by that, Risei-chan continues on.
So based on how things went last year, you think that girl's the victim and the fake Teddy's her shadow? I don't know yet, but it's possible. Risei-chan, you say you were with the fake one all this time. Are you okay?
Please tell me you're okay. Please tell me you didn't do anything strange.
Oh, sure, don't worry about me. The fake's gone off somewhere. That's why I was trying to contact someone.
Thank God. Thank goodness Risei-chan's safe then. It must have been so scary being held captive by the fake Teddy, especially since the real Teddy's a pervert. That fake Teddy was using both Teddy's form and Risei-chan's voice. What reason would he have to do that? Oh, that reminds me. I should tell Risei-chan that her manager was worried about her.
This might not be worth mentioning now, but your manager called me in. Huh? Inoue-san contacted you?
Yeah.
Yikes. Sorry about that.
It's Fine, just don't go missing.
No, don't be. I just thought you should know. Oh man, how am I gonna explain this?
You were too busy at the beach.
I seriously have no excuse. I'll just have to lie and say I ran away from home for a few days. I'm gonna get in such trouble for this. But one thing at a time. We have to deal with this situation first.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the others are here too. We'll rescue you in no time. Yeah, I'm sensing them now. Cool. I'll be waiting, so hurry and come get me. Oh, but be careful.
When are we never? Risa-chan answers energetically, but I know there's no way she's alright after being captured by the mastermind behind this case. I bet she's scared and worried. She should be. I have to hurry and rescue her. Risa-chan ended the communication after telling me she was going to try to contact everyone else. I told her where Yosuke-kun, Chie, and Teddy were, so hopefully she'd be able to contact them. But my objective is now clear. I have to go to the announcement room, rescue Chie-chan, and then do something about that fake Teddy. Now that the goal is in sight, I can more thoroughly focus on reaching it.
Well, that didn't look weird or nothing. Were you talking to your friend inside your head?
Yeah, I bet it did look weird.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I bet it's hard to believe, but...
Nah, I could tell from watching you. You didn't look like you were faking it.
Why would I fake this in a situation
You
like
must
this?
really get along with them.
Of course.
Huh? I could see on your face that you didn't doubt him at all. And I'm sure they trust you right back, huh?
Of course. After thinking for a moment, I can't help but smile.
They sure do. We've been through a lot together, you see.
A lot. And a lot. And a lot. I feel like Miss President is acting a little off. Because I had been having a full conversation without paying any attention to her, I thought that she might be feeling like she was out of the loop. But it seems like something else is on her mind. It's like she feels awkward. No, apologetic. It's as if she's bearing something she can't say to anyone else. Am I overthinking things?
Don't worry. We're behind you, too. I'm sure you'll get through this just fine.
Don't worry. We have Yu Narukami with us. And the power of Johnny Bosch. I reassure her and try to cheer her up. But Miss President only nods aimlessly and doesn't smile back. I want to help her, but what should I do? We walked around the school some more and finally found the announcement room. Whatever is the cause of this case is inside here. That realization makes me tense up. I motion towards Miss President, and after she nods back, I completely open the door at once. Quickly,
Yukiko-senpai, you came!
yeah! Hi! Huh? Only Risa-chan is inside the room. I thought the fake Teddy would be like, you finally made it this far. Now, let me tell you my master plan, or something like that. That's when the fake Teddy appeared on the monitor, on all the monitors in the announcement room.
Welcome, Chara.
Yes and no.
Must know already, but this is the stage for the final battle.
Stop it with the battles.
You've brought your own strange audience with you, but I'll overlook that for now. You seem to love attention so much that I'm sure you'll do better with an audience.
The fake Teddy glances at Miss President for a moment, but seems uninterested and says something more about her. If fake Teddy is this girl's shadow, then I thought he would definitely start taunting
No
her.
point in pretending to be Teddy anymore. I'm not fooled.
You can just quit
Who
it.
are you? Why are you doing this? How much longer will this awful game continue?
Killing everybody, not killing, but fighting everyone? That's just messed up.
Oh my! How rude of you to call it awful when you're the ones who wished for it!
Wished for it?
Wish for this? What do you mean?
As I've said from the start, real men let their fists do the talking!
But yet real men use their brains to think.
Bring out the next challenger!
Bring it on. Who's the next challenger then? Guess I have no choice since it's not going to get through to your head. Just like before, smoke pours out. I still can't tell whose silhouette it is I see through the white smoke. But I have a pretty good idea of who it is. Is it the fake Teddy said a moment ago that this is the final battle? Since I fought Yosuke, Chie, and Teddy, there's only one person left. You, Narukami.
I had a feeling it would be you.
That makes things easier then. Let's get started, Yukiko.
No, you. That's right. It's Yukun.
If it's at all possible, I don't want to fight. Can we not do this?
Gotta snap out of it.
Question. You've been fighting against your friends this whole time, haven't you?
That's true, but
Only to try to get them sane. I'm not trying to do it out of enjoyment.
I don't want to fight, huh?
Cocky smile.
You always just wait for things to happen. You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last year. You're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
Are we past that, please?
I haven't changed at all.
Let's get past that. Yukun's words make my heart ache, and what comes back in my mind are the words that my shadow said to me when I was first dropped into the TV world, into this world. Those words mingle with Yukun's and reopens my past wounds. The me that wanted to go somewhere, but was too weak-willed to do anything on my own, and thus yearned after a prince to take me away. The me that didn't even have enough courage to even consider breaking the cage surrounding me and just became more and more fretful. I thought that I had faced down those fears and that I had changed. I did my best to improve my cooking, a skill that I was bad at as part of that process. That's why I made this boxed lunch. But after hearing Yukun say those things, the feeling I was convulsing are mowed down and my confidence was staggered. I have not actually changed at all?
That's not true. I'm trying to the best of my abilities.
Enough with the weasel words. I'm sick of your excuses.
I have no intention of listening to you anymore. Listening to anything you say. Yukun draws his sword to emphasize this feeling. Because Fake Teddy's rules are still in effect if I want to save anyone, then I must fight. I have to steel myself. If I don't fight and win, I won't be able to protect Miss President and the others.
Listen, both of you, something ain't right. Yukiko-san, are you really gonna fight him?
I'm sorry. I know you want to stop this. But this is my only choice right now.
The only thing that we can do is try to knock some sense into him.
Please, stand back, Miss President.
Konohana Sakuya. Upon hearing my words, Risei leaves Miss President a safe distance away from an upcoming fight. It'll be alright. I've been able to pull through this far. I just need to concentrate on the battle before me. Otherwise, I won't be able to win against Yukon. Place a bookmark before this heated debate and heated battle. Alright, let's get this started. The final battle is here and now. Yukiko, for me, is hard to play with. I don't know why. I'll just keep doing this the entire fight. That's all I need to do, really. Persona break. Tut tut. Burn. Nope. 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 Ow. Ow. Oh God, again? For some reason, my burst isn't going up as fast as it was before. I don't know why. His bursts are like going up multiple, but my first isn't going up as fast as it was before. And that's what really confuses me.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists.
Very well.
I don't know if they're trying to like not have you depend on the burst so much, but without the burst, you're basically screwed in this. Because the burst is basically your only counter in this game. And the only way that you can really win in this game, so I don't know why they wouldn't want you to like depend on it so much. Da 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 da. Konohana Sakuya and it. Da 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 da.
That's the end of that.
And the end of the fight is there. Jeez, what a big waste of energy. I really just beat up Yukon. He finally came to visit us after all this time and we end up fighting? How did this happen? The same with Yosuke, Chie, and Teddy too. That reminds me, everyone said the same thing to me before I fought with them. Maybe I really haven't changed at all.
You're pretty strong, Yukiko.
Are you in your right mind now? Main character? Main protagonist?
Are you hurt anywhere?
Yeah, my loins hurt. It's full of poison, my loins. If you could just suck the poison out with your mouth, it'll be...
I ended up fighting you anyway.
I try to excuse myself to Yukon, who just gotten back to his feet. Yukon looks puzzled.
I knew something wasn't right. You've done a complete 180 from how you were a moment ago.
I was just thinking the same thing about you.
If you dopes don't mind me butting in, something wasn't right with either of you. It was like neither of you could hear what you were saying. The way you answered each other didn't make no sense.
You're telling me. We didn't hear what each other was saying. Huh? It was like this after each of my fights. After we finished fighting, it seemed like our conversation before the fight weren't matching up at all. I didn't have time to check and I was also scared to confirm this. But what if what we were hearing each other say was actually what we were saying at all? Wasn't what we were saying at
I
all.
see. Was that the fake Teddy at work too?
You think he's doing it on purpose to make friends fight each other?
That's the only possibility I could think of.
That's crazy. Why? How can anyone do something so horrible as making someone fight their friends?
Miss President is disgusted by the situation. It almost seems as if she was the one who was forced to fight against her friends. She must be a very kind person. I feel as if she was becoming angry for me. I tell her not to let the situation bother her and calm her down. And then I introduce her formally to Rise-chan and Yukon. I explain how I met her in this world, how she can't remember anything, and how she may be a victim at the heart of this case. Upon hearing my theory, Yukon nods and falls deeply in thought.
I see. That's strange, though. The Shadow's main objective is to take the place of the real person. If he really is her shadow, that fake Teddy hasn't seemed interested in her at all.
Yeah, you're right. He completely ignored Miss President a moment ago, too.
Guess she wasn't too hot for him.
You still haven't figured it out? I made sure to spell it out for you from the start, too.
That sounds like Shadow Yukiko. A voice suddenly echoes throughout the room. I feel as if I've heard it somewhere before, but it's a voice that I really don't want to hear.
Who's there? Where are you?
You haven't found what you cherish, have you? What you truly desire.
You again. The voice owner slowly reveals herself. That figure was the one I didn't want to see. I faced her once in the past, but now that I have to face her again, I'm scared.
Yukiko Senpai's shadow? This can't be.
It is. That's right. The one that appeared before everyone was myself. My own face, mocking me.
Now that everything's peaceful, no one will help me. I'm suffering now, yet no one notices. I'm beside myself because I can't tell if I'm making any real progress. Isn't that right, me?
I can't believe this. Why? I mean, I've already defeated my own shadow and obtained a persona. There's no way that she could be before me
I
again.
noticed something. If I stir up more trouble, everyone will worry.
What?
I'm sure. No, I know for a fact that my real prince will come save me this time.
My shadow smile widens as she stares at me. I couldn't face that gaze, and my eyes wander across the ground. My boxon slowly came into the field of view. My shadow seems to realize what I was glancing at as she inflicts her verbal assault.
I mean, take that boxed lunch. I said that I made it for everyone, but I'm not at all confident about it.
Shut up about
I
that.
could have given it to him, but I didn't. I was so scared inside that I couldn't. Yet I can't throw it away either. That boxed lunch is just like me. I did my best, but I don't know whether or not it came out good. Just like poor, pitiful me.
That's not true.
Come, Konohara Sakuya.
Huh?
What the? I can't summon my persona? Nothing happens. It's as if I've never had the power to begin with. No. Why? How can this be?
No! This isn't happening! I look so pitiful! Did you think that just because you gained your persona that your shadow would never appear again?
So are you telling me that I have to fight you again?
Did you think you'd never meet me again after you accepted yourself? Sorry, but no one ever really let go of their weaknesses. I'll always be with you.
I know that, but is something that we accept. Has my persona really turned back into a shadow? Was all that progress I thought I made only in my mind? Have I really not changed at all? The words cast at me earlier cut fresh wounds into my heart.
You tried to act all high and mighty by saying you were determined, but you were just trying not to rock the boat. It's too much trouble thinking on your own, so you closed your eyes to everything. Isn't that right, Miss Goody Two-Shoes?
Have you ever thought about the problem you cause for others? You may not realize, but you completely rely on us. That box lunch you brought today is a perfect example. Nobody ever said they wanted you to make them one.
You always just wait for things to happen. You won't. You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last year. You're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
Shut up. Shut up! The me that gave up thinking for myself. The me that ignores the feeling of others and is the only thing about myself. The me that can't do anything on my own. The me that pretended to have grown up, but in reality hasn't changed at all. My weaknesses caused this case and dragged everyone into it. The shadow continues the verbal barrage as I stand
I've
trembling.
always been by your side. You were just tuning me out for a while.
Shut the hell up.
Isn't that true? Poor, pitiful me.
Please, stop. I catch myself covering my face with my hands. I don't want to see or hear anymore. I'm scared. Yukon and the others are getting a full view of my pitiful self. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I can't even stand.
Stop!
I have not changed at all since back then. Did I actually know that deep down? But I was just trying to ignore it? Please, no more. I just want to let go. I want to let go of everything.
Yukiko-san!
Yukiko! Don't let it fool you!
He's right, Yukiko-senpai. Look up at us.
Huh? What am I doing? Why am I so frightened? Yukon? Risei-chan? Miss President? I can hear all their reassuring voices too. I'm not alone. No matter how pitiful I am, or how painful things are. I have great friends who aren't embarrassed of me. They accept me as who I am, and will fight alongside me. Reassuring voices pulled me out of the darkness. I slowly opened my eyes. Before me, I see Yukun's back. He has stepped in between the shadow and I to try and protect me. Risei-chan is holding my body up.
Don't give in. You overcame your weakness back then, didn't you?
Yukon.
We all know you did. We were there.
Yeah, you're not running away from anything. Not last time and not this time either. You came to rescue me just like you said. This is the second time you've done that. You're not weak at all.
You're both right. I can face myself. I can do this.
Please, let me do this.
Yukon and I exchange glances. When he sees me nod with determination, Yukun's expression softens and he stands aside. He believes in me. He trusts. His trust makes me so happy right now. Thank you, Yukon.
Look after Miss President and Risei-chan.
Of course.
I'll be back. I get back to my feet and stand firmly. I fix my gaze upon the smirking shadow in front of me. If it was my weakness that caused this case, then I'll bring an end to this case myself.
Never let go of their weaknesses. You're probably right about that. That's why I must continue fighting against mine. And I can do it because I know I'm not alone.
Yes. Now I can take a step toward that goal.
Yukiko-san,
Can you really beat her?
Miss President's voice. Yeah, I was surprised too. If not for everyone, I'd never have realized I possessed such inner strength. I take a deep breath. I won't look away again.
You say you're my weakness? Then no matter how many times you come back, I will continue to stand up against you. Now, come.
Konohano Sakuya! This time, I feel the strength flowing through me, and my persona, Konohano Sakuya, appears. The shadow contorts her face in a pure hatred from seeing me stand up against her.
Why? Why aren't you despairing? I was so close to.
You'll be the one despairing real soon. Let's finish this. Let's get down to business. Hiya! Die! Hiya! There's no need for me to stay here any longer. There's no need for me to stay any longer. With my final strike, the shadow stops moving. I won? I've defeated her again?
You did it, Yukiko.
Thanks.
I truly feel horrible that my weakness was what caused this case. I'm sure that everyone will still accept me though. And this time, I know for sure that I'm not just pretending that I overcome my weaknesses. I'll be alright now. Even if I go astray again, I will be able to stand against it.
Huh? Senpai, be careful! Something's not right with the shadow!
Huh? What are you talking about? We all turn towards Risei-chan, and simultaneously, all the lights in the announcement room turn off. What happened?
They repeatedly suffered the pain of fighting their friends, but they still didn't lose heart.
A voice echoes in the darkness. An ominous voice that makes me feel like insects are crawling all over my skin. But still, this voice is somehow familiar.
No one can understand you after all. What a shame.
The lights come back on, and the one standing before me was the fake Teddy. But why? Just a moment ago, I was positive that was my shadow there.
What are you talking about?
The fake Teddy looks straight at Miss President and is addressing her. The air about him, and even his voice, are completely different now.
Who are you? I thought you were my shadow.
No, that's not true, Senpai. I couldn't tell until now, but the one this thing's based on is Miss President.
Huh? What are you talking about, Risei-chan? That's impossible. I mean, just a moment ago,
I
I
thought something was odd. Yukiko used her persona in the fight. Personas and shadows are one and the same. It's impossible for both to exist at once.
Yukun is right. How could I have forgotten that? The power of personas can only be obtained by accepting one's shadow. The reason I'm able to use my persona is because I already faced my shadow. But I was fighting that thing with my persona. It couldn't possibly be my shadow.
Plus, we've never seen a shadow take on someone else's appearance. Maybe that's why your conversations with each other got all jumbled up.
Either way, this isn't like last year.
Hey,
Would you stop treating me like I'm some kind of freak? This wasn't my power originally. It's hers.
Her power? What's that supposed to mean? Miss President cradles her head and denies the Shadow's words.
No! I'm not like that!
Why so desperate all of a sudden? It's about time you remember. Stop deluding yourself.
Remembered? Remember what? All I have to say is that those legs look fan-freaking-tastic.
I am a shadow. The true self.
That's my face.
And your body. And your legs. Looks exactly like you, Labras. No. The fake Teddy turned into a form that looks exactly like Miss President. So it's Miss President's shadow? A shadow that can change forms is completely unheard of. I still can't believe it, despite all the evidence pointing to it.
I think that's its real appearance. Look at it next to Miss President over there.
I tried to compare them, as Rise-chan says, but Miss President is trembling uncontrollably and trying to hide. Still, the shadow's face is pretty much identical to what I know of Miss President. Although, the shadow's body is covered with all kinds of metallic parts, and she looks like some kind of robot. The real Miss President is acting like I was. She shuts her eyes tight and is shaking her head.
Deceiving myself? I don't know you.
Huh. You're still trying to look away? Then how else do you explain me? The power to scramble other people's senses? Those people there must be aware of it.
Scrambling their senses?
Ask yourself, why do I have such powers? Because you, the real one, have them too.
The power to scramble other people's senses. I get it now. That's why everyone wasn't making any sense when we fought.
I see. If I had lost my mind during those matches, I should have realized it. But I never did. Neither did the others.
I see.
So we didn't really lose our minds. We just seemed that way to the other person. Which means no matter what the other person really said or did, we perceive it as being something completely different.
So that seems to be the case. You're pretty smart, Yukiko. So that was the reason why everyone's attitudes and conversations didn't match up after the fight was over. We were both hearing things that neither of us said. But why does the shadow keep saying the power is Miss President's own power? What could that possibly mean?
Miss President's persona ability? Or is it something else?
That's a pretty good guess. But it's wrong.
How so?
It's born with this ability. More like a weapon designed for infiltration.
Infiltration? Weapon? That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you talking about?
Explain.
No! No! I don't want to remember!
You don't? Hey, fine with me. Then you can die
The shadow brushes the giant axe in her hand and comes charging at Mrs. President. Mrs. President is still trembling and doesn't seem like she can move. No! My body moves faster than I could think. I reflexively slide my body between Shadow and Miss President.
Look out!
Yukiko!
The moment I embrace Miss President to shield her from the Shadow Axe, I hear the pinging of metal, shriek of metal.
Senpai! Senpai, hang in there!
You couldn't stop the axe with his sword to protect me and Miss President, but the power of the Shadow's attacks knocked him away. I'm scared, but I can't back down now. Yukon gave his all to protect us, so now it's my turn. The Shadow glares at me in disgust as it sees me refusing to move from Miss
Are you
President.
protecting her? You've had your turn already. Get out of my way. The only one I have business with is me over there.
The Shadow brandishes the giant axe at us once again with pure rage. The Shadow is strong, but I can't run away. The moment I was about to summon my persona, the presence behind me moved.
Eliminating Shadow.
No way!
Wow. Huh? I have absolutely no idea what's happening. I hear sounds of machinery whirring. It's not from the Shadow. It's coming from Miss President.
Target confirmed to be a Shadow. 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Labris. Initiating elimination process.
When in the world is Miss President? And there we have it. The to be continued.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, so now we have Naoto, Mizuru's, Akihiko, and Aige's stories are now available. So now we have 2 to be continues out of the many that we were supposed to get. So let me know in the comments who you want me to play as in this. Akihiko, Teddy, Kanji, Chie, Yosuke, Naoto, Aigis, or Mitsuru. So, until next time guys, like and favorite if you enjoy. Subscribe to become part of the archives, and I'll see you all later. Peace